shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. And you think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
At Junior Achievement, students learn how innovation, creativity, and entrepreneurship can turn a simple idea into something that changes an industry. With support from Cost Corporation, students are discovering how engineering, product design, and smart marketing bring great ideas to life. From pioneering studio headphones to building a brand recognized around the world, Cost shows students how technology and creativity shape the way we experience music. Learn more at ja.org.
Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, 833-212. Hang on, I got to click one thing. 17 is the number. All right. How goes it today? Everybody good? Y'all just good because it's Friday. Y'all don't really care. You don't care what kind of show we have. You don't care what kind of day we have. You just want to be, it's Friday. And you just counting. Right? Because soon as the clock strikes 6, poof, vapor, gone. Anybody tracking the basketball games today? I wonder who winning. That would be interesting. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. It's been an interesting day today. And needless to say, it's Pop-Off Friday. And so you know what my favorite pop-off topic is? Anybody know? Anybody know? MPS. It's like the greatest, most powerful, most, at times, ridiculous topics I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm just saying. And it's interesting because of the cuts that were recently made, of the changes that are happening, and once again, the union fell in lockstep. Now, somebody told me today, be careful with the union because, they be getting upset with people and they go like, and you was in a union. I was like, well, yeah. Technically, I still am. Just haven't been active in a while. But let me help you with something. Union does something stupid, I'm going to say it's stupid. And, hey, Kwanda, yeah, notice it only took me 4 minutes and 50 seconds to get to stupid, of which 2.5 minutes of that was my open. I'm just saying. At some point, we have to understand and realize just because you're black don't mean they for you. And I'm not disparaging any person or anything like that. I'm just saying we need to be aware of what's going on. We really do. We really do. We just cut jobs, over 200 positions, $46 million hole. Yet the fight isn't about whether kids are learning better. It's about who counts as being in the classroom. They're cutting teachers. So, being a teacher does not absolve you from losing your job, just like a cop or a doctor, or a medical doctor or a professor, anything. It does not absolve you from losing your job. But for some reason, some people seem to feel that, oh, we're special. Okay, I think teachers are special. I think teachers are wonderful. I think they're a much-needed commodity in America. Do they get paid enough? That's because they won't demand enough. Do they get paid enough? They won't not take the job. So if you don't take a job and take a higher-paying job, they'll raise the price. That's just how the economy works. That's how. Anyway. The district says they didn't cut teachers. But then you look closer, you got licensed teachers that are not assigned to classrooms. And so you're going to give them the title of teacher even though they're not teaching, and then play the game that we're cutting teachers. Dumb. You got implementers, you got floaters, paraprofessionals. They all got letters. People who help kids learn are being told their positions don't exist next year. That's called, unfortunately, life. And it's terrible. And it's a horrible feeling, and it's a horrible thing to happen. But somehow the argument becomes, well, they're not really classroom teachers. Now, what we're really saying, without saying it, is this. The only way to educate a student is to keep a teacher who isn't actually in the classroom on the payroll. How's that again? The only way to educate a student is to keep a teacher who isn't actually in the classroom teaching a student on the payroll. Now think about that. We built a system where the definition of teaching had stretched so far that being around the classroom counts the same thing as being in the classroom. It's idiocy. And when the money runs out, and eventually it always does, we're forced to ask a question nobody wants to actually answer. Even though we keep asking the school board, who is actually teaching the children? Not supporting, not advising, not coordinating, teaching. If you are a teacher and you are not in the school classroom, you're not a teacher. You're a person with a license. Because here's the truth. If you got a certified teacher who's not assigned to a classroom in a district that's struggling financially and academically and structurally, then we don't have a staffing problem. We got a priority problem. Now, don't misunderstand me. Support staff matter. Paraprofessionals matter, specialists matter. But when the budget gets tight, reality shows up uninvited. And right now, reality is here. Reality is saying you can't tell parents, taxpayers, and students that education is a priority while defending a system that pays educators who are not in the classroom. You're cutting teachers. Ridiculousness. And then when the system tries to correct itself, when it says we need more people actually teaching kids, we get outraged, we get press conferences like you saw, we get accusations, but we don't get clarity. Because the real question nobody wants to ask out loud is the goal to protect jobs for the union, or is the goal for everybody at MPS to educate students? Because when you try to get a licensed educator to keep her job or his job, even though they're not in the classroom and not doing anything, that doesn't make any sense to me. You're trying to protect jobs, which is technically a union's priority. But in some places, children should probably be the bigger priority. So who wins? Because right now, all I'm hearing is protect the structure, protect the roles, protect the system. And that's coming from the school board of directors. That's coming from the union. Even if the system don't make sense anymore. And that's the part we got to be honest about. Education is not a theory. It's not a title. It's not a category. It's a student, it's a teacher, it's a classroom, and there's learning. Everything, everybody else, including the superintendent herself, are secondary. Assistant superintendents, or whatever the heck you call them, deputy, chief of school, everybody, they are secondary if a child's not learning. The student is the number one thing there. So if we've reached the point where the only way to defend the system is to argue that keeping teachers out of a classroom is essential to education, then we're not just confused. We backwards. And when policy, practice, priorities, and money collide like that, there's only one word for all of this. Nonsensical.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 1017 The Truth.
The revolution starts in our mind, right? You know when Gil Scott-Heron said the revolution won't be televised? Like he didn't mean that you won't be able to watch it on TV. He means the revolution starts in your mind. You nincompoop. Y'all been running around saying that for 60 years. The revolution won't be televised and didn't even know what the hell it meant. It starts with us.
Let him cook. Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
You spend more than 2,500 hours a year on your mattress, so is your mattress working for you? It's time to upgrade your sleep game during Steinhoffel's Mattress Madness. Their sleep experts will match you with the perfect mattress so you can wake up rested, refreshed, and ready to take on the day. Shop all the top brands at unbeatable prices, plus enjoy free delivery and a 120-night sleep guarantee so you can rest easy knowing you made the right choice. Shop Mattress Madness in-store at steinhoffels.com today.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Shaggy, Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, and more. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty patch, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets at tacoandtequilafestival.com.
As the White House threatens to take over state elections, restrict abortion nationwide, and take away our health care, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is the last line of defense for our rights. That's why the Supreme Court election on April 7th is so critical. The ACLU does not endorse or oppose candidates, but wants you to make an informed decision. When it comes to abortion rights, Maria Lazar supported overturning Roe v. Wade and is endorsed by groups that want to ban abortion. Chris Taylor voted against abortion bans and defended abortion rights while working with Planned Parenthood. And on the issue of voting rights in Wisconsin, Maria Lazar defended efforts to rig elections for one political party through extreme gerrymandering of congressional and legislative districts. Chris Taylor opposes rigging the system with extreme partisan gerrymandering. On April 7th, stand up for our rights. Paid for by American Civil Liberties Union, Incorporated.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
About the direction of the Milwaukee Public School District.
More than 200 employees are getting letters saying their positions are being eliminated. It's part of the district's efforts to plug a $46 million budget deficit, but it is not sitting well with the teachers union. Adam Reif joins us now with more. Adam.
Well, Natalie and Jessup, this latest battle is over what constitutes a classroom educator. The district insists no classroom teachers will be cut, but the teachers union says people who help students in the classroom are getting letters.
It's infuriating because we know how important all of the positions that work with our students are.
MTEA President Ingrid Walker-Henry took aim Thursday at MPS Superintendent Brenda Caselius. Caselius has long said the cuts she proposed and the board approved will not affect classroom teachers, counselors, nurses, psychologists, or social workers. But Walker-Henry called Caselius a liar. She said student-facing educators like paraprofessionals are getting letters and classroom learning will be impacted.
We're talking about paraprofessionals who pull small groups of children aside to assist them in support in their learning. We're talking about children's health assistants.
But with a $46 million deficit, cuts have to be made somewhere, and Caselius says these cuts will save $30 million.
Change is just hard. It's just hard. Every single one of our employees are so important, and we are absolutely going to try to find a place for every single one of our teachers.
On Thursday, Caselius said teachers are getting notices, but only those not assigned to specific classrooms.
Any teacher that is being accessed, they will absolutely have a job here.
More teaching positions will open up as the district works to further reduce class sizes. But Caselius warned the district cannot continue operating as before. The union also had a warning.
And when we talk about sacrifices, it does not come at the expense of our students.
Now, complicating this relationship right now between the district and the union, they're currently negotiating a new contract. The two sides did meet.
What? You need all them people in the classroom to teach? I get it. Look, I understand that there are needs and support and things for children in classrooms, in public, private, charter, parochial, all that. I get it. I think the issue that people are missing is that if you want these people in a classroom with a teacher, where's the money supposed to come from? Because all these people have been in the classroom and a good portion of these kids aren't learning. So what exactly are they doing? Why are your test scores that low? When a child is in school, home don't count. They're in your custody. You get their attention. And I know it's hard. And I know they got 29 different things and the medication and all the intervention plans and all that. I get it. I get it. But that is your job, and that's what they're paying you to do. And if you can't do it, don't do it. Don't do it. I've told many a person that's not a cop today, hey, if you can't do it, quit. Just chalk it up as maturity and say, hey, you know what? This is not me. And roll out. You are setting these children on a path that for the rest of their life, they'll be great, smart, critical thinkers. Period. That's all we need. If you can critically think, you can think your way into and out of anything. If you're not, you lose. You get a dead-end job, making dead-end money, living in a dead-end community, having a dead-end life. Does that sound drastic enough? The only thing you need to do to win is simply graduate from high school. That's it. That's it. And I know we don't want to say things negative about people because, we don't want to make people feel bad. People made me feel bad. You didn't what? Oh, that's too bad. See, you had to finish that. If you didn't finish, you're not getting this. I'm looking at, what is that? That's college? Yep, that's college. But you got to finish high school. You don't finish high school, you can't go to college. Yeah, but what about? No, you literally can't go. You can take a class here and there, but other than that, you can't go. If you want to graduate from college, you got to go to high school, got to do all these things. Take the GED or the high school equivalency, which is still high school, and go to college. I don't know. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017 is the number. That one guy said, it's so sad. A lot of those MPS schools occupied or vacant have beautiful architecture. Wait, what? Who cares if it's got pretty architecture or pretty? That's saying what you do, put old wine in new bottles, try to sell it, make people think, oh, yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. You want all this, see, look, it's new. Nah. At some point, we're going to see the failure firsthand. It was like when we saw the remnant of the crack epidemic and we saw what we termed as crack babies being born. We're about to see that again. I don't know how it's going to rear its ugly head, but we're going to see it again. We're going to start to see people like that. 833-212-1017 is the number. You got friends that work for MPS that got the letter? Do you know anybody that got the letter? Know anybody got the letter? Let me check the talking text line. Hey, what's up, Quanda? She taking attendance, study hall. I'm here. Good evening, Dr. Ken. Just because it's later there. Well, I guess it is later in Florida. So, SC, what's going on? That one guy I said before was here. Lucretia, what's going on, girl? How you doing? Curly Q, good afternoon, Dr. Ken. Hello to the chat. Happy Pop-Off Friday. Can you be happy at a pop-off? Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Sincere Ronnie Ray Real. Reggio thought I was your only one, but you keep playing the film. Anyway, just writing lyrics to a song. Not really, City Girl. What's up? Good afternoon. You still at work or you headed home? What's going on? All right. You say you got grandchildren. Okay. All right. And then Aaron, what's going on? Hey, what's up? So it just disturbs me. Why is it MPS always trips my trigger? Because I see people standing in the way and arguing from a point of view that is just defenseless. You're moving on technicality. We got technicality. It's a technicality. You're getting rid of teachers. Teachers aren't in the classroom. You're going to ruin the kids. You're getting rid of teachers. Actually, they're not. If you want to call them a teacher, call them a teacher. They're licensed, but they're not working in the classroom. And so that's one of the drawbacks that if you need to pare down, watch this, if you need to pare down a police department, you go after command staff. You go after middle management. Because they're the ones that are expendable. The uniformed police officer is not. So that's the first place you make cuts. You don't cut cops. You cut executive command staff. I'm just saying. And if you think about it, that's exactly what Dr. Caselius did. She went to all these people and said, your positions, you need to, I think they gave some options of reapplying or applying for other positions. There are teaching positions at MPS that are open that they can fill that are part of the budget, but those people are not working in teaching positions. They're working in other positions, and they need to go. I used to wonder when I went on Valit, like, who's actually in the classroom? Because it looked like everybody's here. Nooks and crannies and people I'm pretty sure people went there to work and hid there for decades. And nobody ever knew they worked there. Well, I just saw Johnny walk in every day and he said hello. I didn't know he didn't work here. All sorts of things like that could happen. You know why? Because it's big and it's unwieldy and people let it stay that way. People said, don't worry about it. It's too big. Nobody will notice. We'll be fine. And then they weren't fine. And so now we are where we are today, looking out at a city that needs their children to respond to education. And they're not. And whose fault is that? Oh, we want to blame the parents. We want to blame all this. It's everybody's fault. Because when you saw the schools going down, you know what you did? You took your kids out. You didn't say nothing to nobody. You didn't warn anybody. You just took your kids out. I'm just taking my kids out. I'm just going to take them. Or the proud ones say, hey, you know what I'll do? I'm sending my kids. Like, are you really proud? And no disrespect, but I know it's going to upset somebody. Are you really proud to send your kid to a suburban public school and then say you kept your kids in public school and you're an MPS teacher? You know what that means? That means that you didn't even trust the school system to educate your child. But yet we still work there. What is that? Oh, we just going to still work. Yep, we gonna work here. We gonna be great. Girl, my kid ain't going there. Are you crazy? You better send him over to... You lost your mind. You done lost your mind. And that's what we do. That is exactly what we do. It just doesn't make any sense. None at all. 833-212-1017 is the number. Breaking news, Tiger Woods. You know, Tiger Woods was in a rollover crash in South Florida. He is uninjured, and he has now been arrested for driving under the influence. So, okay. Ain't that overturned crash number 2? First one, his wife came after him and put a whoop up on him, and then, okay. All right. 833-212-1017 is the number. Where's Crystal? We see you. Okay, you back. What's going on? I was about to holler, where Crystal? Where Crystal? No, it wasn't that. I think he was under the influence in the first crash. I don't know if he was drunk in the first crash. I don't know. I think he was mad and screaming and crying and boo-hooing. Yeah, he probably got drunk. 833-212-1017 is the number. Todd said, hi, Dr. Kim. There is so much redundancy in MPS. I like the captain you had on. Maybe get a site that can take the curfew violators and during the day, take the troublemakers at school during the day. Nah. See, everybody want to add into stuff and add into it and add it. Just one to do one thing. Curfew. And then let's go from there. Let's see the effect it has on it. All right? Let's see the effect. Let's wait. I'm just saying. 833-212-1017 is the number. When we come back, I'm going to New York to Mayor Mondami's wife. And I guess it's time to talk about the N-word again. And now with 101.7 The Truth Traffic, here's Debbie Lazaga.
We've got a backup on 43 southbound. A crash right about at 9th Street has the right lane blocked, and things are stretching back all the way, starting to slow down from around Hampton. Beyond that, though, we do have delays from Locust down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. On westbound 94, we were delayed from about 30th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound's backed up from 76th Street to about 35th. And then we've got the other accident. It's on 894 southbound at Oklahoma Avenue. The left lane is blocked with this one, and that's got things pretty much backed up all the way to Mayfair Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, becoming mainly clear and cold. Low of 24. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 50. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
The legendary Broadway show is back. The Wiz. The Chicago Sun-Times raves. It's an eye-popping, high-intensity revival. The music, the voices, the legend returns. Entertainment Weekly says, run, don't ease on down to this spectacular revival. The Wiz. Playing the Marcus Center, March 24th through 29th. Tickets at marcuscenter.org.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Many of our most important memories are made at school. But for children like Victoria, the classroom can be a place of fear and isolation. She wore a bandage over her cleft every day, too shy to speak, too afraid to smile. Everything changed after one life-transforming surgery made possible by Smile Train. Today, Victoria's smile lights up her classroom, a symbol of confidence, connection, and new beginnings. Due to stigma, children with untreated clefts often miss out on school entirely. But thanks to Smile Train, students like Victoria are stepping into the classroom, raising their hands, and finding their voice. Smile Train partners with local experts to support with free cleft surgeries and other comprehensive care, empowering children to thrive in school and in life. Let's help every child walk into the classroom with confidence. Visit smiletrain.org/learn.
This True Sports Update is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. Brewers baseball is back with a big win, 14-2, to open the season against the Chicago White Sox on opening day Thursday. Manager Pat Murphy's happy with Jacob Mizorowski's first time starting on opening day.
I think he did some really good things, and he matured, which we're hoping for. And, I think that's the things to get excited about, what it means for the future.
Mizorowski's first start of the season, 11 strikeouts with 1 earned run. The Brewers pitching staff finished with 20 strikeouts overall in the game. Next up for the Brew Crew is a 6:10 first pitch Saturday against the Chicago White Sox. And Wisconsin's men's hockey with a win last night, 5-1 over Dartmouth in the NCAA tournament. It was the Badgers' first tournament win since 2010. They move on to the regional finals, 1 win away from the Final Four. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
It's Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Where you find that song? 1974? Hey, Truth Nation, it's that time of year again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, presented by Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewage District. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. We'll be cleaning up the city of Milwaukee. You can meet us at Evolve Church, Pitts Mortuary, and MLK Elementary School. Again, that's the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup on Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. till 12 noon. Bring the whole family to clean up our city. Sign up at ToryLoweCleanup.com. That's ToryLoweCleanup.com. Tory Lowe Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, and Waste Management. Sometime in the 5 o'clock hour, I got a qualifier for that thing called Gruber Law Officers, so make sure you hang around. Make sure you stick around. All right? All right? Get it? Got it? Good. So, I got a question. Once again, another person. Now, before the break, we were complaining about MPS. Okay, let me rephrase that. I was complaining about MPS, as usual, because they just, tripped my trigger, and I get it. Yeah. Crystal said you made a comment about MPS teachers. Let me go back. She said one comment disappeared so far. Crystal said, thanks for letting me know you can see me. I'm going back. Got some weird stuff going on. Crystal, I saw her wave, but you made a comment. Did you make a comment between when you waved and when you said, does anybody see me? That's the question I have. She said, yep. Yeah, well, it's not there. It's not there. That's weird. There is affectionately called a ghost in the machine. So, sorry to hear that. But Curly Q says, sadly, Crystal, you may have to call in your stuff. Something funky going on. Or, you ready? Change email addresses and then come log back in and then you'll show up as that. I'm just saying. It's another way. Another incognito way. So, from theroot.com, some people are asking why we didn't know New York Mayor Mondami's wife and her N-word tweets. So, Mayor Zoran Mondami has managed a squeaky clean image ever since he exploded in politics. But Black Americans are now expressing their disappointment big time in him and his wife, Rama Dawaj, after a series of controversial social media posts landed the First Lady in the hot seat, the First Lady of New York, by the way. And trust us, it's not pretty. Many black folks have been rooting for the couple. I don't know many black people rooting for the couple. But anyway, I digress. Standing next to him is his wife, 28 years old, illustrator born to Syrian parents. Earlier this month, she deleted an old X account after Washington Free Beacon uncovered problematic posts circa 2013 to 2015 criticizing the military and dropping racial slurs. So she said, hell yeah, N-word, super duper genius, excuse you. The account once tied to Dewani under username Ramadi reportedly wrote back in February of 2013. Now, here's my issue. At the time, she was 15 years old. So here's my problem with this. Are we really going to jump on somebody for doing something when they're 15 years old? Or using the N-word? 833-212-1017. What should happen to her? Should we even be bothering with a 15-year-old? She wrote him from the time she was 13 to 15. Should we be bothering with her? Like, is it really that important? Or, because it's social media, It's there forever, and she can't get rid of it. Hey, Reggio, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. So somebody said they try. I'm going back and forth between MPS and Mandami, but then again, it might be the same thing. I don't know. It's Pop Off Friday. Interesting. So people trying to make comments about Milwaukee public schools are getting blocked, or they're not going through. So, Crystal, remind me, did you write Milwaukee public schools, or did you write M period, P period, S period, or did you write just MPS? Like, what exactly are you writing? You know what? And tell me on the talk and text line, 833-212-1017. Send it there instead of the YouTube chat so I can see. But I digress. It's just one of those days. It's Friday. Everybody's, watch this. You ready to go home, Zach? He was so tired, he didn't even turn on the microphone like he usually do and say, yeah, I'm ready to go home. He was like, yes. She said, just the initials, no period. I don't know. Maybe it, let me try. Do you see what I just typed? Did you mean that, DJ Brother Z? Okay. All right. Because I know you went to MPS. I'm just saying. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, now I know who Reggio is. We got to, yeah, okay. We'll just skip that one. 833-212-1017 is the number. It's just an open line. You got anything on your mind, anything that's bothering you? Because this Mandami thing, people are blowing it up in the black community on the root, but I'm not really that bothered by it. I think at some point, you know, we got to stop this double-mindedness of some people can say it, some people can't, some people can do it, some people can't. It kind of makes us look bad, I think. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017 is the number. It kind of makes us look bad. I'm just saying. Hey, buy one and we buy the other one. The Analysis Live, one of the biggest nights in Wisconsin sports, and we don't want anybody to miss out. You buy one ticket, and ESPN Wisconsin is going to buy the other. There'll be a night where everybody's talking. That's March 27th. The Analysis Live is a completely unpredictable show with Thanasis Antetokounmpo and surprise guests. TALiveshow.com. That's TALiveshow.com is where you get tickets. You enter the code ESPNWIBOGO. Can y'all spell? ESPNWIBOGO. When you check out, that's Wisconsin. That's ESPN Wisconsin BOGO. ESPN WIBOGO. The stars will be out. You'll have people that'll show up. They got surprise guests coming, and you should be there as well. Buy one, get one for Thanasis Live on March 27th at the Riverside Theater. Go to TALiveshow.com. That's TALiveshow.com.
Milwaukee business owners, this is your moment. Every Friday at 8 a.m., call in to 101.7 The Truth for What the Business Is. Tell us what your business is, where you're located, and one thing you've learned along the way. What the Business is powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
At Grunberg Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harrison is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
So lovely, beauty undeniable, with no other above thee. Picture perfect and sweet, an image only viewed as being beautifully complete. So admired and so adored, a beauty that I love to forever admire and explore. The music to my melody and the destination of my heart. I love to make this love art, not just for now. I want it to be forever. Your beauty is the greatest. No other comes close to being any better. Every time you smile, the whole world pauses for me. Heaven in your eyes, girl, that's all I see. Wrapped in your glow, yeah, you're everything. You're the song in my heart, you're my favorite dream. You're the music to my melody, the rhythm to my soul.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. That's music from Dr. Dion Todd Graham. Cut called Prototype.
The essence of love.
833-212-1017 is the number. And if I'm not mistaken, he's a proud member of the oldest and the coldest of fraternities, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there. Just kind of just suggesting it. You gotta shake your head, DJ Brother Z. It's all right. It's all right. So I came across this story 47 minutes after the hour. Came across this story. Shocking again, as usual. Your cousin's out here. So we talked about her when she got in trouble. Bostonian of the Year. Monica Cannon Grant, named Bostonian of the Year, stole donations and rental aid while illegally collecting unemployment while she organized Black Lives Matter. For years, Monica Cannon Grant, and this is from theroot.com, Monica Cannon Grant was the undisputed voice of Boston streets, Bostonian of the Year, who could mobilize thousands with a single megaphone and a raised fist. But behind the scenes of the city's massive 2020 Black Lives Matter movement, a deceptive operation was quietly unfolding. After Cannon Grant founded Violence in Boston Incorporated in 2017 out of her home in Roxbury, her rise in community organizing scene was meteoric. Boston Magazine called Cannon Grant the city's best social justice advocate. After she helped lead protest marches after George Floyd's death in 2020, we previously told you, until it was discovered that she had been stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from her own charity, among other federal crimes, for 2 years. So y'all keep, oh my God, they got a great business. How long your nonprofit been in business? How long you did? Nobody checked. According to a court order obtained by Mass Daily News, Cannon Grant diverted $181,000 from the nonprofit she founded, pocketed more than $33,000 in fraudulent pandemic unemployment benefits, and received nearly $12,600 in rental assistance benefits, all of which she got to pay back. Cannon Grant pled guilty to how many counts? 18 counts. 3 counts of wire fraud conspiracy, 10 counts of wire fraud, 1 count of mail fraud, 2 counts of filing false tax returns, 2 counts of failing to file tax returns in September 2025. That's what the U.S. Attorney's Office said. Her co-conspirator, her husband, died in a motorcycle crash. U.S. District Court Judge Angel Kelly ordered Cannon Grant to return every single cent stolen.
Damn.
This is 2 months after she had the mandate that she pay, in addition, $106,000 in restitution. Despite using thousands of nonprofit donations to pay for vacation, dinner, rental cars, lying about her income to secure subsidized housing benefits, defrauding COVID-19 relief fund, she'll face 0 prison time. Prosecutors requested the 44-year-old serve 18 months in prison. However, in January, Judge Kelly gave her 4 years of probation. I think was stupid. She should be in jail. 100 hours of community service and 6 months of home detention. That's not enough. Is that enough? 833-212-1017 is the number. Is that enough? 18 counts? 18 felonies? And all you get is 18 months? 4 years probation? 100 hours of community service? And 6 months of home detention? Wow. So really, she's only going to be on probation for a year because she's going to spend 6 months at home. And she can't go out. She's going to have the cleanest house in the world. I'm just saying. The judge said Monica Cannon Grant's crimes were not a momentary lapse in judgment. They were a calculated pattern of deception that spanned years. You do understand today is March 27, 2026. She started this in 2017, 9 years ago. That's what U.S. Attorney Leah Foley said, adding how Cannon Grant repeatedly lied to donors, government agencies, the public, even after being caught, all while presenting herself as a champion for others. Foley continued by saying fraud disguised as activism or charity is still fraud. You don't get partial credit for stealing. This case makes clear that exploiting public trust for personal enrichment is a serious federal crime, no matter how it's packaged. Talking about I'm truly apologetic and extremely proud of her nonprofit's work. What? Idiotic. 833-212-1017 is the number. Was 18 months probation enough when you steal $200,000 and lie about it? That's rough. I don't get it. Or do you not feel that way because she's a black female? I don't understand. 833-212-1017 is the number. I'm just not with her at all. That makes me never want to give money to another nonprofit ever again. Ever. And I hear some of the salaries nonprofit people make, and I'm like, okay, time out. Did they tell y'all that was a nonprofit? Like, did they actually tell you it was a nonprofit? Now, I get some places when you're a CEO and you're rocking it and you're juggling 4 or 5 different divisions and all that. I get that. Because, hey, you got to make the loot, they pay you. I get it. I get it. Some people run whole states, regions. You get paid. I get it. I ain't mad. But when you take other people's money saying you're going to do good and you steal it, that doesn't make any sense. That just doesn't make any sense. None at all. I don't understand. Well, it's Pop Off Friday. 833-212-1017 is the number. I've got Top 5 at 5 coming up, and it's not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty. There's so much stuff going on today. I'm like, what is wrong with people today? Like, I do not understand what is wrong with people today. I was looking for stories for Top 5 at 5 and didn't get past the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Yeah. I left it blank because I'm like, I don't need to go nowhere but one place. Like, I can just click one story, poof, after the other story, poof, after the other story, poof, after. It's crazy. It doesn't. I don't get it. For the life of me, I don't understand. When you hear some of these stories, you are going to go, what? When you hear some of these stories, you are going to lose your mind. You are going to say to yourself, oh, okay, I get it. And then the second thing you're going to say is, that's dumb. Because it's dumb. We are doing things in Wisconsin that is going to set us back 50 years. Our politics are so bad. Our politics are so bad. Did I say that again? Our politics are so bad that we're causing children not to get along. That makes no sense to me. Children ought not know what politics are. Why do you have your children holding signs about adult themes? That makes absolutely no sense to me, but, you know, guess people are stupid too. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that word. Quanda, it's your fault. It's your fault, Quanda, because you told me not to say it, and then I said it. There's that word again. She was teasing me yesterday, so I have to blame somebody. I have to. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I am your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Want to also quickly remind you that Tory Lowe Cleanup is coming up. You can sign up. All you got to do is ToryLoweCleanup.com. All right? Top 5 at 5 up next.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Truth Nation is the best fan base in the country.
This is my first time calling in, but I listen to you all the time, and I appreciate you and with Bill Brown and everything you stand for and everything that you do. So I want to say thank you so much for being you.
We want you to tap into the talk and text line every show, every day at 833-212-1017.
Hey, man, this station is on fire the last couple days.
Milwaukee Black Talk, 1017 The Truth.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what, because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people up, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. It must be Friday. It must be Friday. I'm trying to debate, do I do two number fives? I probably need to do two number fives because I kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Because I kind of reported it, but there's some serious 6, 7, and 8s that's going on. So I'm gonna have to do this twice. Number 5. But I like doing it. I like saying it. How come I can't say
Number
it?
5.
Why you gotta always do that?
Because I already did the work of putting it in the stack
I was gonna hit it the second time. Oh, you nice. Oh, you so nice. You ready to go home, ain't you?
I can't even go home. That's the thing.
You can. You know. I'll just sit here and talk forever until somebody comes in and turns off the microphone. Click. So, we'll see. So, Tiger Woods was involved in a rollover crash in Jupiter Island, Florida today. Deputies told WPTV that accident happened after 2 o'clock Eastern time. The agency said they were currently investigating and will provide additional details. I'll bet they will. As they become available, that's according to the report. It's unclear if he was injured, and then later they found out that it was OWI and that he was, driving under the influence. But we don't know if it was pills or pain pills or we don't know what it was. We don't know what it was. So let's give a brother some room. You know what I'm saying? Give a brother some room. All right. And then
Number 5.
From JS Online, the Business Improvement District said they're giving Cesar Chavez the boot. The Cesar E. Chavez Business Improvement District 38 will be temporarily renamed to remove his name from following allegations of sexual abuse against the late labor leader. Business Improvement District is an organization funded by local business owners to help enhance commercial areas. Well, following the New York Times investigation that uncovered allegations of his grooming and sexual abuse of several people, including girls as young as 13, the BID members unanimously voted to temporarily rename their organization the South 16th Street BID. Moving forward, the Improvement District will also rename, cover, or update existing branding, including street signage, hope nobody got a tattoo, that bears Chavez's name as it makes the transition to its temporary name. That's according to Sinai Mendoza Zarate. Or is it Zarat? Z-A-R-A-T-E, Zarat. The Improvement District's Executive Director. Hope I'm saying your name correctly. So that's an interesting one. So people are waiting to hear what happened, and they're looking for an investigation, and so they're just like chilling and waiting for something to happen. I don't know.
Number 4.
Well, it looks like Washington County came into their right mind. They're dropping the idea of naming a portion of County Highway K in Washington County after Charlie Kirk, the late conservative activist, is no longer being considered. Jeffrey Schleif, chair of the Washington County Board of Supervisors, cited the cost as the reason. No, it wasn't. Them folks would have ponied up that money, no problem, up in Washington County. They heard how people went off and said, "You gonna do what?" Not here, no. And they would have started losing their jobs on the Washington County Board of Supervisors, which they should have, equating Charlie Kirk to Martin Luther King. What kind of nonsense? Forget the black or white or equating him to Martin Luther King is like equating him to Bobby Kennedy or John F. Kennedy. Are you kidding me? Next thing you know, you'll try to do something nonsensical. That's my word today. You'll be able to do some nonsensical holiday that'll have his name in it. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. I'm tired of all these nonprofits in the news. I'm tired of everybody black stealing money in the news. I don't know how to handle this next story because I don't know. I hate to speak ill of anybody. I hate when people commit crimes and hurt themselves and hurt their families, but, got to call a spade a spade.
Number 3.
The daughter of a Wisconsin state senator was charged this week with stealing money from her father's campaign account in 2024. Elizabeth Ann Johnson, 30 years old, faces 4 felony charges in Eau Claire County after allegedly taking more than $30,000 from her father's campaign account while she was campaign treasurer. Jesse James, who's running for a second term in the state Senate, discovered the missing money in November 2024, sorry about that, when he was not up for re-election. James said he immediately notified law enforcement in Altoona and the Wisconsin Ethics Commission, which oversees campaign finance matters in the state. James, who also works as a part-time police officer in Cadott, said in a statement, "I take pride in being an open and honest elected official. Core tenet of my philosophy as a legislator and as a law enforcement officer is that nobody is above the law. The circumstances is no exception." James said all the money stolen was returned to his campaign account, and according to the criminal complaint, Johnson told police investigators she used the money to help pay bills associated with her small business, Life with Lizzie J, which sold customized drinkware. And other homemade gifts. What? Whoa, that was your business? And you smoked through $30,000 selling customized drinkware? Like, what's a customized drinkware? Can you help me with that? You drink, Zach?
Yeah.
What's customized drinkware?
Customized cup that you can drink out of.
That don't make no sense. Hey, man, it's customized, so that cup gonna cost you $40. Cup normally costs $12, but I'm gonna charge you $40 because it's customized. Like, how do you customize?
Put your name on it or something.
Dude, I can get a marker and put my name on my cup.
Or like embroidered.
Embroider?
Or like, what's like when it's like stitched in?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's embroider. Huh? On a cup? That's weird.
With like a laser.
Okay, I can get with that. So do cups keloid? I'm sorry. It's Friday. So her small business. Watch this. You ready? Life with Lizzie J. She wonders why she didn't get any business. Hey, marketing people, can anybody help me with this? Life with Lizzie J. Like, would you buy something from that? No. She must have been on Instagram or Etsy. Must have been on one of them because I really can't see her making a dime. Like a dime. That makes absolutely no sense.
Number 2.
This from CBS 58. A person and their dog were injured after a random dog attack. See, so we got people shooting people, stabbing people, fighting people, hitting people, punching people, running over people. Now we got dogs. A person and their dog are injured after a random dog attack on Brady Street. Police say that around 5:20 a.m., a 33-year-old man was walking their dog when they were attacked by 2 loose dogs in front of Glorioso's on Brady Street. The 33-year-old sought out medical attention for injuries from the attack. Their dog also received treatment for non-fatal... We talk about dogs like they're human. For non-fatal injuries at a local vet. I'm just kidding. I'm okay with dogs. The attack is under investigation, and Milwaukee police are seeking out the unknown owner of the dogs. So we're going to take a picture of the dog, right? You take a profile when you take the dog into custody. Hey, we need you to do a turnaround. All right, turn around. Okay, turn to the left. Third dinner, it's a dog. Woo! It must be Friday. Everybody's high today for some reason. Anyone with information is asked to contact Milwaukee Police at 935-7212. That's 414-935-7212. That's just amazing. I cannot believe they put this in there. Or you can contact Crime Stoppers when you find those dogs. When you find those dogs, you can contact Crime Stoppers at 414-224-TIPS. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those days.
Number 1.
This also from CBS 58. A Milwaukee man was sentenced today in a tragic case involving the death of his young son. After 2 hours, Judge David Borowski sentenced 35-year-old Christopher Sloan to 16 years in prison and 10 years of extended supervision. Prosecutors say Sloan was driving drunk when he crashed near 81st and Hampton. In October of 2024, and investigators say his blood alcohol level was several times over the legal limit when he crashed into parked cars in a tree. His 5-year-old son, Jalen, was seriously injured in the crash and later died at a hospital. Jalen's twin brother, who was also in the car, survived. Sloan initially pled not guilty, but changed his plea in January before a jury trial began. During the hearing, Sloan apologized to his children and family and said he wished things turned out differently. Sloan said, "I want to apologize to my family, my kids. I feel like I failed them, and also my children. I feel like I failed with protecting them. I pray every day that you can all forgive me."
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all is right. It feels like I haven't done this in about 6 months. Truth Nation, now is your chance to be the one call, that's all 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered in to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Again, I'm looking for caller number 3 at 833-212-1017, and you'll be entered in to win $5,000 giveaway entry for the day with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, that's caller number 3 at 833-212-1017 is the number. Remember, if your loved one has ever been injured in an accident, give Gruber Law Offices a call today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. That's gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit my favorite place, 101.7thetruth.com.
Coming with straight truth.
We can do anything when it comes to being organized, when it comes to making sure that we're active, when it comes to making sure that we're holding people accountable and making sure that we get something out of the deal. Y'all don't know how to make deals. Y'all mad at Donald J. Trump because he trying to make deals or trying to say that he's the master of the art of the deal. Well, okay, what deals is you trying to make?
Catch the Tory Lowe Show every weekday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
As the White House threatens to take over state elections, restrict abortion nationwide, and take away our health care, the Wisconsin Supreme Court is the last line of defense for our rights. That's why the Supreme Court election on April 7th is so critical. The ACLU does not endorse or oppose candidates, but wants you to make an informed decision. When it comes to abortion rights, Maria Lazar supported overturning Roe v. Wade and is endorsed by groups that want to ban abortion. Chris Taylor voted against abortion bans and defended abortion rights while working with Planned Parenthood. And on the issue of voting rights in Wisconsin, Maria Lazar defended efforts to rig elections for one political party through extreme gerrymandering of congressional and legislative districts. Chris Taylor opposes rigging the system with extreme partisan gerrymandering. On April 7th, stand up for our rights. Paid for by American Civil Liberties Union, Incorporated.
The legendary Broadway show is back. The Wiz. The Chicago Sun-Times raves. It's an eye-popping, high-intensity revival. The music, the voices, the legend returns. Entertainment Weekly says, run, don't ease on down to this spectacular revival. The Wiz. Playing the Marcus Center, March 24th through 29th. Tickets at marcuscenter.org.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Shaggy, Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, and more. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic lucha libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets at tacoandtequilafestival.com.
More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris, 833-212-1017 is the number. Camille said, I work at a few nonprofits wanting to collaborate. I really wish there was a way to vet them, a clearinghouse of sorts, maybe something. Well, there is a way to vet a nonprofit, right? You need to go to people who work with them, who work inside them. She had to have run that nonprofit out in Boston by herself, and had her people take care of this, and her people take care of that. When you have that when you don't have transparency, just say no. Don't even give them a dime of money. I don't care who it is. I don't care how great they do. Hey, we're doing this a short-time thing. We're doing a one-time thing, and then we did it. And then that's it. So, I don't understand. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Todd said, Dr. Ken, no. On the penalty, people don't realize that a nonprofit actually pays people, and there is basically no oversight. Very easy to. No, it's not. Listen, you can build in transparency by having a board, by having advisors, by having entities that do your taxes. I mean, real legitimate ones, not Ray and Pookie that say they do taxes now. Like that guy I talked to y'all about from Atlanta that said they do people's taxes and ended up stealing money. Or they gave, which is just the weirdest thing to me. You owe the federal government money, so they're going to send it for you? If the money's not already in the system, or if the money's not already in the account, I'm sending the money. But I'm not giving, that's just weird. That's just weird. That's just weird. But people fall for the okie doke, I guess. People fall for it. Hey, man, I can hook you up. I can get you a lot of money. I can get you a lot of money, and you think you're going to get a lot of money, and then you don't get a lot of money. And then what? And then what? You're sitting in jail, wondering what happened. Well, it wasn't my fault. It was your fault. So I'm a little torn. I don't know if I want to. Do I want to play the footage that shows a Milwaukee police officer in the moving truck? I don't think I do. I mean, I see it and I get it. But I don't know if I want to. Yeah, because it's like 3 minutes long. And I don't know if I want to show. And we don't have a way to bump the language either. So, is there a way that by Monday or Tuesday we can get this beep and all that? Edit it? I don't know. Nah, let's not play it. Let's not play it. I like my job. I'm serious. From JS Online, the footage shows a Milwaukee police officer's roughly 2-minute long interaction with a man driving a truck. The officer hangs from the truck, gives warnings, and then subsequently shoots him. And if you want to see it, it's on JS Online. If you don't want to see it, don't go to JS Online. Sandra, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Good afternoon. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Dr. Ken.
Hey, how are you?
I'm just fine. How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I know you get to me. I said, Dr. Ken don't want to talk to me. He's taking a long time, but that's okay. That's okay. I know how to come down and look through the window.
Ooh.
I know
exactly. Did you just say you would stalk me? Did you just admit to stalking?
No, I come down to the I have my sign.
Wow.
I'll be protested. I have my sign up. But no, I wouldn't worry you guys. I know today is kind of rough. You've been working 5 days.
You better.
Yeah, you said it. You said it.
You better.
You said you were tired. And the other guy, what's the other guy's name again?
Zach.
Zach said he was tired too.
We all tired today.
I know you are.
A long week.
I know, and then you have to tell us the stories of our life in the city of Milwaukee, and it's got to be rough. But I just say, well, it is what it is. I don't know if we'll be able to get the city back where it used to be. It used to be really a good city to live in. And I go through the city, I just have to shake my head because it is so depleted. I just wish my husband had. He wanted to run for alderman at one time. But he was working a lot with the unions. Well, he's working a lot with the unions, on the job. He had taken a job in Pittsburgh. So, he hired to transfer there and there and there. But he would have been good for the city because he would have worked for the city and helped get some of this stuff in place because it is crazy. I just look around the streets, the potholes, all the little stuff they call themselves patching up and falling apart. And so, and you were saying something about, I know you were saying something about.
Well, earlier I was complaining about unions.
Sammy?
Earlier I was complaining about unions.
I missed that one.
One in particular, MPS. And, friends kept telling me, well, you should stop doing that because people are going to think you don't like unions. It's not that I don't like unions or I'm bad. I don't like unions that protect people that are bad. That's what I don't like.
Well, they're supposed to. It's just like a lawyer. You hire a lawyer to protect you. He's supposed to protect you.
But you're not a lawyer.
People pay money into the union.
Time out. You're not a lawyer.
It don't matter.
You are.
Get lawyers.
Let me finish.
You are get lawyers.
You are detrimental to the safety and the welfare of customers and people when you do that. And then you turn around and you are unsafe around my children that are in school. You're saying it's okay for the union to keep you. Oh, no. Don't go back on it now. It's okay to keep a bad teacher in a school while my kid doesn't learn anything, and the union should protect them. Is that what I'm hearing?
The union's still going to protect them. They pay dues. The union's going to protect them.
That is not a reason to protect the criminal. That is not a reason to protect the criminal. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
He hires a lawyer. His lawyer will try to protect them.
All right, listen. The Milwaukee Police Supervisors Union and the Milwaukee Police Association at times while I was a certified law enforcement officer working for the city of Milwaukee opted not to cover certain people based on the crime they did. In my understanding, in instances based on their race, their gender, they've dropped the ball before. Don't get it twisted. They do what they want to do.
Oh yeah.
They cover who they want to cover.
I'm just saying what they're supposed to do. I hate to say they're going to do it step by step.
Well, you shouldn't.
But that's what
if
they do.
If you're terrible for children and children aren't learning, you should not be protected in the teachers union. You should be fired.
But that's going way back, Dr. King. You know that.
I'm talking about way back. I'm talking about last week.
Racism in the school.
The teachers union today is complaining that they're letting go of teachers. These teachers don't work in classrooms. These teachers work, I believe, if I'm correct, at central office or other locations, and they have to, I believe, reapply for their jobs as teachers because they got openings. These are, if you want to work here in your license,
in the other areas?
If you want to work here in your license, you need to be in a classroom. That's it. That's
How did they get in other areas if they were a teacher?
Because other superintendents and other people made sure, people was feeding off the fat cow, and now the cow's running out of milk.
Buddy system.
Yep.
Buddy system. Yep. Oh, well, I work too. It's buddy.
No. Buddy's everywhere. I get it. Cops got it. Firefighters got it. I get it. It's a buddy. But not to that point where you're literally, now you're $46 million in the hole because you overspent. Like, what? How do you overspend?
We have overseers, though.
Huh?
Well, the overseers.
The school board is in collusion with, well, not in collusion, but the school board is supported by the union. So the school board is never going to say anything. That's how they got rid of Aisha Carr. They didn't like her because she was going against what the school teachers union wanted. And the teachers union, the board of supervisors, if they didn't get the union support, couldn't do anything. So you were just kind of stuck, right? You either got their support and people voted for you, or you didn't get their support and they voted for you. Now you're stuck because now you have to do what the board, you got to support everything this idiotic union wants you. I would not trust a supervisor on the Milwaukee School of School Board Directors. I would not trust any of them to vote on a contract for teachers when the union is the one that put them in office. That's a conflict of interest.
I thought the teachers union was they cut out the teachers union. Wasn't that something Scotty?
No, it's optional. You don't have to be.
Work or something?
No, it's correct.
Right to work.
Correct. It's optional. You don't have to be in the union if you don't want to.
Well, that's what we had when I was working. We had that kind of a union. But they got the same thing. We couldn't let them not get the raises and stuff we got. And the health
you get the same raises. You get the same raises. You can't not give a raise to somebody that you give to somebody in a union.
Right. So, even though they don't pay dues.
Right.
Overshot, that's what we call it.
But it has nothing to do with your dues. It's their money. If you're crazy enough.
Into union.
No, they don't. If you're crazy enough, you don't.
Except for the open shop.
Some people today, because in Wisconsin, they opt to not be in a union and not pay union dues.
But they still get the benefits.
They have to get the benefits. They're city benefits. They're not union. They're not union benefits. They're city benefits.
Well, why did the city let us have a union then?
Well, I've been asking that question for quite a while.
Well, they had to vote a union in because when my husband was working, he was trying to organize.
You didn't have to. They organized one and they brought it in. Which is your right?
Yeah.
Which is your constitutional right? Absolutely. If you want to bring in a union, you should have a union. Absolutely. But then you can't live off the fact. And then when it don't work,
they pay money.
No, they don't.
They don't pay money.
Take your money.
Brag. Some of them brag about it.
They take your money. You pay the union. They do the work, and they get paid a couple of $100,000 a year more than you.
They let my husband get no couple $100,000.
Well, no, not back then. Not back in the old days, in the 1920s.
He just stopped not too long ago, maybe 5 years ago at the most. He just stopped. So, okay, I can't keep you long. I know you got some more callers. But anyways, we'll talk about that another time. You guys have a nice weekend.
I just had to give you some trouble, Sandra, because I know you're like so 110%
You won't give me no trouble.
Oh, well, I'll have to try harder next time then.
Yeah, because I'm going to believe what I believe. You're going to believe what you believe.
Well, excuse me. All right.
Okay, Dr. Simmons, bye.
Bye. And now with the final traffic check of the day from 101.7 The Truth, here's Debbie Lazica.
We've got eastbound 94 backing up from about 76th Street all the way through the stadium interchange to just past 35th. Westbound is pretty clear. We're not seeing too many delays there at all. Southbound on 43, heavy from just south of Capitol Drive all the way down towards the KK River. Southbound on 894 backing up from about Lincoln down and around the Hale interchange to Forest Home. More backups heading right past Loomis. And then on northbound 41 backing up before Mayfair Road all the way up past Capitol. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, becoming mainly clear and cold, a low of 24. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a high of 50. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazica on 101.7 The Truth.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This True Sports Update is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel. Brewers baseball is back with a big win, 14-2, to open the season against the Chicago White Sox on opening day Thursday. Manager Pat Murphy's happy with Jacob Mizorowski's first time starting on opening day.
I think he did some really good things, and he matured, which we're hoping for. And, I think that's the things to get excited about, what it means for the future.
Mizorowski's first start of the season, 11 strikeouts with 1 earned run. The Brewers pitching staff finished with 20 strikeouts overall in the game. Next up for the Brew Crew is a 6:10 first pitch Saturday against the Chicago White Sox. And Wisconsin's men's hockey with a win last night, 5-1 over Dartmouth in the NCAA tournament. It was the Badgers' first tournament win since 2010. They move on to the regional finals, 1 win away from the Final Four. This True Sports Update was powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Andrew Zimmel.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Better stop! Stop!
Breaking as we come on the air at 5, dramatic new body camera video just released by Milwaukee police. The video shows an officer hanging on the side of a truck as a suspect speeds down the street.
And that altercation ended with the officer shooting and killing this man, 35-year-old Jonathan Otto. It all happened earlier this month at 15th and Grant on the city's south side.
12 News' TJ Dysart is live in the newsroom. TJ.
And we do want to warn our viewers, the video is hard to watch. The officer clinging to the truck for more than 2 minutes that morning, telling the driver to stop several times before firing a deadly shot. It's Wednesday, March 12th. Milwaukee police are near 12th and Burnham looking for 35-year-old Jonathan Otto, wanted at the time on allegations of assault and strangulation. An officer walks up to a white flatbed tow truck and calls out to Otto.
Mr. Otto.
Then this happens.
He's in the back.
Otto drives off, the officer still clinging to Otto's jacket with one hand. The officer's partner in disbelief as the tow truck comes barreling down the alley.
My partner's hanging on the flatbed of a truck going eastbound on Rogers from 12th Street. You better stop! Stop!
Back on the truck, Otto continues driving as his girlfriend in the passenger seat and the officer still holding on tell him to stop. At one point, Otto's girlfriend tells the officer to jump off.
I can't jump off!
The officer hanging on for nearly 2 minutes before pulling his gun. Then the officer fires a single shot. We pause the video there.
21 shots fired!
Hard video to watch, a lot happening there. But you also spoke to Otto's mother the day of the shooting, TJ.
Yeah, and she called her son a runner, referring to his 2 prior felony convictions of driving away from police, one in 2021, the other in 2015. His mother said Otto should have stopped the truck the day he was killed. That officer who shot him is still on administrative duty, which is standard for police shootings.
All right, TJ Dysart reporting
and
live.
There you have it. Curly Q, she said, too late. You mentioned it. Roll the tape. Well, there you have it. So you put your girlfriend and you in harm's way by simply driving away. And you got a felony warrant. Here's what we don't know. Was she the victim of the felony warrant? Was the girlfriend the one that got choked? We don't know, but if you're the girlfriend of a guy who has a felony warrant for choking people, like, I don't know why you're their girlfriend. Like, I'm just saying. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm a little narrow. I get it. I am. But still, think about that. And instead of stopping, you kept driving. Now, here's what the guy driving the truck could have done. Driven past the building really close, and the cop would have got hit and killed. Driven into a car where they're making sure you drove where the car T-boned you, and the cop could have been killed. But he refused to comply with a legal, lawful order given by a state of Wisconsin certified law enforcement officer. And unfortunately, he paid the price. And no, it is not officer-created jeopardy. He's in the middle of serving a warrant. He's in the middle of trying to get someone in custody for a felony that was committed against another person. So I want you to go back and go, hey, Zach, we tried to get that guy that like beat you up and choked you and robbed you and took your car and all that and broke in your house. But, he was just driving away. So we figured, we didn't want to create jeopardy. So we'll just let him go. No. Not really. City Girl said, she said, I'm glad the officer wasn't hurt dealing with that dude. Shaking my head. What an idiot. Crystal said, I thought it was a probation hole. Listen. No cop I know, new, old, is going to go after a probation hole unless that probation hold is for sexual assault or sexual assault of a child. If you sexually assault a child or commit sexual assault of any other human being, they coming. And they ain't stopping till they get you. Homicide, they coming. And they ain't going to stop till they get you. Because that is what you would want if it was your family member. And so sometimes, how many times we forget, because when they're arresting the person and they look like you, we get, in our feelings, okay, they're arresting they're beating and killing black people. And if we actually if they actually killed and shot black people at the rate that is reported, there'd be no black people left. There literally would be no black people left. None. And there is. Now, does that absolve them from doing wrong and doing what they're doing? Absolutely, absolutely not. Those police officers that commit crimes should go to jail. They should go to jail if they committed a crime and they're found guilty. Have a jury, have a trial. Guilty, go to jail. But cops, just like people, just because you're arrested doesn't mean you're guilty. Just because you have a jury trial doesn't mean you're guilty. And if you're found not guilty doesn't mean you're guilty. It either holds up for everybody or nobody. Chris will say, wow. A probation hold, Crystal? Come on now. There ain't nobody going to bother with that on a probation. So what was the crime? Like disorderly conduct or something? Like, nah, anybody bother with that. It's disorderly conduct. Yeah, okay. Because what happens? People drive, and people drive. And 9 times out of 10, boop, you'll get put over by the police and the warrant will come out and boop, you'll go to jail. It's really simple. I probably shouldn't say this, and I know anybody in law enforcement that's listening is going to holler at me, even though they agree with me. Law enforcement is not rocket science, not by any stretch of the imagination. 9 times out of 10, no, that's a lie. 10 times out of 10, the person is caught because they made a mistake, not because the police were smart enough to figure it out. They figured out your mistake because you made a mistake, and then they caught you. Like running through yards in somebody's backyard and opening up the gate and running through the yard. First thing I learned, when you run from the police in Chicago, you hop over the fence. That way they can't tell what direction you went in. But when you see 4 or 5 gates open because somebody ran, you know what way they went. Like, I was like, y'all do this in Milwaukee? They was like, hey. I said, did anybody? I caught the kid. I'm like, dude, anybody ever teach you how to run from the police? He was like, no. I was like, no kidding. No kidding. That's terrible. And I know that's a terrible thing to say, but I'm just saying. 833-212-1017 is the number. So because it's Pop-Off Friday, I'm going to change right now and get into a topic that drives me up a wall. And I don't, this is why I don't own real estate. This is why. From fox6now.com. Remember we talked about bad landlord? I mentioned that on Fox 6 Now, that there was a bad landlord, out-of-state company, hundreds of properties in the city, many of them deteriorating. Well, High Grove Holdings has more than 200 properties in Milwaukee. The lawsuit says many of them are left in disrepair with no one working to fix them. Today, Fox 6 News toured one of the homes on the city's north side. The family that lives in the home moved in there in 2020. They said problems began soon after. When you walk into the home, the ceiling in the living room has bubbled with rainwater dropping inside. Walls are filled with mold. Air ducts are broken. When you walk and move upstairs, the ceiling of what was once a bedroom is collapsed, and when you look up, you can see the sky, and nobody can sleep in that room. Like, did you hear what I said? When you walk in the room, you look up at the ceiling, and you see the sky. They said they've been reaching out to High Grove Holdings for 6 years. Well, here's my question. Why'd you live there for 6 years? There had to have been something in Milwaukee that could help them. The city? Something? Something? High Grove owes more than $600,000 in taxes to the city of Milwaukee, has more than 4,000 code violations, and the lawsuit filed on yesterday are asking the court to declare the company a nuisance and for a third party to be appointed to fix the problem. Here's the problem. Who's going to pay for it? You going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it? You going to make them pay for it? Crystal said on the other topic about the cop in the video, to which makes no sense, to which to me doesn't make sense either, because why wouldn't the police want him for that instead of the DOC? One would think a complaint would have been filed with the police and a warrant issued. Well, the police don't issue warrants. The district attorney's office issues warrants. Like, you got to get them written up and a judge has to sign it, and then you go, right? So it's all the police are doing are serving them, which means they get told this person has a warrant for their custody, they confirm it, and they go get them. That's all they do. They don't usually do Department of Correction warrants or holds unless they run across the person. Like, I'm driving down the street, there's a car accident, I run you, your driver's license comes back, there's a hold on you with the Department of Corrections. Then we would hold you. But we're not going to go, what are you doing today? I'm going to go find people that are on hold. That's the Department of Corrections' job, not police. But when they come across you and you got a hold, they'll call Department of Corrections. Hey, you still want Dr. Ken? Yes, no, and then they do that. It's kind of simple. It's kind of easy. Not great. They should have just sat there, but I digress. Maybe he could have taken let me stop. We're talking about bad landlords. So 4,000 citations. They can't find him. Who is Hargrove Holdings? Can somebody call the FBI and have the FBI start looking into this guy? 200 plus properties. Now they're a public nuisance. Mold in the walls, broken air ducts, collapsed ceilings, exposed. Or can we just dig a hole and bury the house?
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
Another function of white supremacy, don't teach black people stuff, because if you give us a little bit of knowledge, we'll invent something totally new. That's why it was illegal to teach slaves to read, because if we could read, then we could write. And if we could write, we could communicate. And if we could communicate, we could plan. And if we could plan, we could strategize. And if we can plan and write and read and communicate and strategize, we could overthrow white supremacy, because they've always known how fragile it is.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving. You're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/VersityOnKing to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope.
You spend more than 2,500 hours a year on your mattress, so is your mattress working for you? It's time to upgrade your sleep game during Steinhoffel's Mattress Madness. Their sleep experts will match you with the perfect mattress so you can wake up rested, refreshed, and ready to take on the day. Shop all the top brands at unbeatable prices, plus enjoy free delivery and a 120-night sleep guarantee so you can rest easy knowing you made the right choice. Shop Mattress Madness in store at steinhoffels.com today.
That was a great idea. I'm going to do that. Hey, want to remind you, Truth Nation, it's that time of year, Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, presented by Milwaukee Metropolitan Storage District. Mark your calendar, Saturday, the 18th of April, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Meet us. We'll be cleaning up the city of Milwaukee, Evolve Church, Pitts Mortuary, MLK Elementary School. That's the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup on Saturday, the 18th, from 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and the whole family can come clean up. You can sign up at ToryLoweCleanup.com. That's ToryLoweCleanup.com, which is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffel's, Cousin Subs, and Waste Management. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Want to say thank you. I got to say, thank you, Quanda. Thank you, Essie. Thank you, Curly Q. Thank you, everybody in the chat. But I got to say, not really a city girl, but I got to say, welcome back, Crystal. I ain't got nobody hollering at me. Like, you got Curly Q, you got Quanda need a ride or die. That's Crystal. They gang up on me on both sides and smack me around. So, you know, I'm just saying, it's okay. I can live with it. Yeah. We'll figure something out. We'll figure out what's going on with the comments, Crystal. Hey, want to say thank you, DJ Brother Z. Appreciate you as always. A yeoman's job this week. God bless. Take care. Gotta put it up. I'm out.
Be quiet.